Hey everybody, just want to give you a quick tutorial for stuffing your packages. When you start out, you can get the 6x9. This 6x9 package can hold up to about 45 pearls in it, but then there's other things that you can put in the package as well. This is a padded package. If you go to Office Depot and you get the other 6x9s that aren't padded, the problem is if you're putting more products in there, they can tear through the bag. If the postman is rough with it, your products will come out the bag. So if you decide to get that and it's not padded, right, what you're gonna have to do is put your print label on one side, which will kind of like pad the package, and then on the other side, once you stuff your pearls in, put all your paperwork on the other side. That way the pearls are directly in between the two and you don't have to worry about them coming through the bag. Otherwise, I use the padded bag. Every time I make a package, they vary, so I weigh them. So everybody doesn't purchase the same thing from me. I mean, because I have different products, the weight is sometimes different. So that's why I'm showing you the tutorial. Once you have your set packages, what you can do is like pre-create them. Like go ahead and stuff your envelopes now, stuff your packages now, put your inserts in them now. So when people order, all you have to do is put the label on it, and it's all, you already know the weight, so you know how much it's going to cost. On average, it shouldn't cost you any more than about $4. 3 of these don't weigh an ounce. So rule of thumb, these are very, very lightweight. You really have to put a lot of them in the package to get some weight to it. And the thing about the post office is they'll charge you about $1.56 if you go to the post office to ship it. Otherwise, you could put one in an envelope and it costs you 47 cents. But because that just wouldn't be professional and you're charging people $5 for shipping, we wouldn't want to do that. And that's not what we do. So this package is going to a woman, and she is in Georgia. I printed out her invoice because everything's different. Like, she ordered different things and I need to be able to see exactly what it is that she ordered. And then I'm also going to put this inside her envelope. At the bottom right here, you'll see my attachments. When you create your invoices, you want to put the attachments down there. You want to attach your documents because of course you have them on your page, and of course you email them to the client when they're inquiring. But for the third time, it also needs to be posted inside the invoice itself, because you don't want a person to say, excuse me, is this going to help me with bacterial vaginosis, or is this going to help me with my yeast infection? They should already know this, at this point, prior to even making their purchase, they should know whether or not these pearls are going to help them. You don't want a person to come back to you and they have no clue as to what they're doing, right? So give it to them as many times as possible, right? Plus they get it again, right? So these are the 2015 calendars. I know Donna in Kentucky, she used this as a background, which was really nice on her profile. I even decided to do it. So if you want to do it, that's fine. But make your background look really good and appealing to the eyes. Alicia Monet is a psychology major, so she's going to be doing some work for us to make all of our documents more eye-catching. There's no rush because we are all busy women, and working with John Dry Pretty is a part-time job. So she's gonna get it to us soon. But this goes in the envelope. I give them a copy of the invoice because I also need to see what I'm sending them. Of course, you all know I do the bars, and so I give them the bar handout. And so what you can do is what I'm doing right now is I'm just checking off the ingredients that's coming in their bar. I have all of my ingredients on here for everything that I make, and so I don't have separate handouts. And instead, what I do is I just check off the ingredients. It's pretty simple, pretty quick. I check off the ingredients. Of course, any documents that we have, any brochures that we have, anything that we do, we put the disclaimer on there. The disclaimer is recorded on everything. It says that these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The Food and Drug Administration is the FDA. The FDA is a subsidiary group underneath Health and Human Services. It also says that this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So when somebody calls us and they say, listen, my vagina has fallen out, can you save it? Man, we can't save your vagina. However, we are able to provide you with some products that will help detox your womb and help stabilize it. right? So if you need to put this on something that you have, this should be on your website. The best place to get it, so you have the exact proper verbiage, is to go into your medicine cabinet and get some vitamins, okay? It's on the back of practically anything that's considered holistic, okay? And the reason that it's on everything that's holistic is because the FDA cannot regulate something that can grow in your own backyard, all right? They regulate things that are made in the laboratory, okay? So, so I have this, so I'll just fold it, right? One fold. And I have the calendar. The calendar is important because you can tell somebody over and over again how to do something, but visual is important. And so they get this. What you'll see on here at the top is, of course, the unraveling of the string for the pearl, but then also that you can soak it. Some women who are going through menopause. Menopause starts around the age of 40. Some women don't hit it till they're 50. Some women may have a partial hysterectomy, or they may have a portion of their, like half of the fallopian tubes. You only get two, so they may have one removed and one cervix removed, and that can take them into early menopause. So with menopause, you know, your symptoms are a lot of hot flashes, dryness. A woman can't get wet when she wants to have sex, right? That's why they have all these jellies on TV that you can use, or these pills you can take to help you stay moist during sex, and to even enhance your libido, to even make you aroused for sex. Of course, if you watch those commercials on TV, you'll hear all of the possible side effects leading up to death if you really need to get wet to have sex. So with the pearls, you don't have to worry about that. However, you do want to let the client know that she can soak her pearls. She can soak them in olive oil, or she can soak them in water. And the purpose of that is because you want to lube them. The pearls have borneol in it. Borneol is like, it's a menthol, and so it sucks out mucus. It sucks out slime secretions out of the vagina. And so when you put it in, it automatically starts working. And if her vagina is already dry and she puts the pearls in, she's not going to feel good, okay? Because it's going to be sucking on a dry wall, and that's not a good thing. Nobody wants that. So that's why this is important. You always want to tell the client too that when they get them, this picture at the bottom is important. They're not going to get a good detox if they don't get that pearl as far back to the cervix as possible. The purpose of the pearl is to cleanse the womb. If they don't get that pearl as close to the cervix as possible, they can't detox their womb, because the ingredients in the pearl won't be able to penetrate the cervix to get into the womb. It's too far. So they have to push it back as far as possible, right? When people send you their pictures, usually when they do a deep cleanse, they send you the picture, you can tell which one was closest to the cervix, because that's the one that has the most mucus on it, right? I'm working with somebody to get a picture of a couple of live cervixes, so you can actually see what it looks like up in there. And so I have everything here. What I do is I take everything and put it together. So I have her bar, I have her steam, so she's going to take this so she can do a couple of vaginal steams, and I have her pearls. So I'll take these 3 items just like this. I have tissue paper. You can get tissue paper from the dollar store, a big thing of it, okay? So you don't really have to spend a lot of money, but I prefer that you invest into marketing your products when you send them to people, because if it just comes just in a package and without any presentation, it's not really a good thing, okay? And you want people to be happy and joyous, because this is a very momentous occasion, because they're about to start their healing journey as far as detoxing the womb, right? So you just hold in the palm of your hand, put everything in there. When she gets this in the mail, she's going to get a bundle. She's going to get tissue paper. Tissue paper is always like that. If anybody out there celebrate birthdays, they love tissue paper. If anybody out there gets like gifts, presents, they love tissue paper. Okay. So you get that in there. Move it around a little bit, maneuver it. I got her stuff laid out. All I'm going to do now is weigh it. I'm going to weigh it so I can put the right weigh on PayPal, because I don't want to overpay postage, right? You want to get the right amount on there. Another thing is, let's say you weigh it. Let's say you weigh it and get that sucker in there. Let's say you weigh it and it weighs at 4 ounces, and you're in a rush because you got to get to the post office before they close, right? Right? So you rushing, you go ahead, put your package together, put that 3 ounce label on there, right? You get to the post office, right? They're going to reject your package. They're going to tell you that it's not properly, the right amount isn't on there. That your package is heavy and you need to add more